Hello people and welcome back to News View. It's a little late this time, but that's fine. So this time in the new seal era of Novelty, just coming in the new update, August 2nd, TOS has decided to, they said they were going to do this, but this is a lot, They decided to include a lot of characters in one seal with 10 small prizes and 2 jackpots. So, obviously different than your normal like 3 jackpot or even like 4 jackpot kind of thing. But I mean, I think to some extent it's good that they're messing with that sort of formula. You don't have to like follow every time, because then you're kind of locked in, right? At the same time, right, it may or may not mean that it is harder to get the jackpots, because then which one's the guaranteed one? Like, you only have one that's guaranteed, for example, and then if there are like 2 jackpots and and 10 small prizes, I don't know like what the chance is for like 1 jackpot, for example. Like, honestly, with 10 like small prizes, there might be someone who's looking for like 1 small prize, honestly, at the end of the day, if you get like pretty unlucky. It all depends on how they distribute the percentages, so I hope they do it well, honestly. So the leader skills of like these small prizes aren't, appealing at all. Like, they're okay, but like it's not, anything you can actually use. So I'll be mainly focusing on the actives. By the way, they've actually added text in back. They've got the translator back that they like fired, or like the editor who went on like COVID break or something. I don't know. But they have words in here. Wow. I would still appreciate it if you subscribed and made the channel bigger anyway. But, in case this ever happens again, I can call Madhead. But anyway, let's get on with it. So first off is an Earth Human CD7, direct damage of 5 mil. And explode the board to generate tricolor enchanted. It's okay. I put it at 5 diamonds because I believe there's already... Well, I know there are already Earth Human cards that can solve Petrified, and also Earth Human cards that can generate Tricolor Enchanted. But, all of these is a pretty unique thing, so it's not trash. It's good solid 5 diamonds. By the way, also, because of, this new system, I might have to change up the tier list depending on, how things go. This is their first experiment, so like, the value of a card may change. Or, this may be a good standard because collab seals aren't changing. So they also tend to be, more like standards. Like this is like the OC stuff is like, okay, you're filling in holes that like, specific races or attributes like don't have that sort of like shield breaking abilities and stuff like that. But yeah. Next is Dark Human. I'm sorry, I'm not reading all the names of these people because, like, how do you pronounce this? Come on. CD7, explode the board and frozen resistance to generate light and dark enchanted in the first and 6 columns, and then for 2 rounds, the combo count must be 10. I put this a little above 5 diamonds because this is unique. Right, like, you all know how good having a fixed 13 combo is, or a fixed like 23. Actually, fixed 23 hasn't been used that much. But yeah, I mean, like, fixed combo, just regardless of how many combo you actually do, is, pretty beneficial. Next is Coco, Water Beast, C6, and then for the main shield breaking is ignoring Quintet Elemental for him and the neighboring members. And then that stays in play for 3 rounds if you have either 3 or more beasts or 3 or more attributes. He is again a little bit above that because although there are, cards that can do that in, I believe, well, obviously Water has cards like that, and Dragons in the newest series with I can't remember what it's called now. The one with a T-Shin in it. Like, obviously, the Light Dragon Small Prize is a card that can ignore Quintet like for a few rounds, but I think this card has its value. And then next, apparently someone like on Chinese Reddit figured out this leader skill is like apparently a bit broken, but as I said, like no one's like gonna be seriously using him, so I discounted that part. Only look at his active. Fire BC6. The main thing is that he ignores birding when the team has 3 or more beasts or 3 or more attributes. Why did I put him in trash? Is because there's legit a fire beast that like duplicates this exact effect. It's just Daruma, and it's a bi-weekly card. If you have that card, like this card is just trash. And like I mean, I guess the only reason why you would get him is like for 15-second movement movement. Like I really don't know. And this is conditional as well. I don't believe like the Daruma is conditional. Like I just don't know. It's like it is somehow like the same or even like a worse version. I mean, I wouldn't call it a worse version. Let's call it the same. It has the same effect as a bi-weekly card, and it's in a diamond seal, so that's why I put it in the trash. Next is Water Lily, Fire Elf, CD6. Tap a runestone to turn the adjacent runestones into enchanted elf runestones of that type. And for 3 rounds, runestones of that type also have the effect of everything. Why did I put it in trash? Is because, like, this is so situational. Like, you could, like, this is just an attack boost in disguise. This is an attack boost and a converter in disguise. Like, I can't really see where this would be useful. I just can't. Maybe someone will, you know, prove me wrong. Like, someone, like, on Chinese Reddit has, like, you know, maybe said this is, like, unique. But, like, it is unique as in, like, it does so little. Like, I just... This card is not something I would put in for the Fire Elf slot. Like, even in the Fire Elf slot, there's, like, Diablo, which, like, is just an objectively better card. Like, you don't see that in TOS often, where this is just, like, a terrible card, but this is a terrible card in my opinion. If you disagree, you can type it in the comments, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. No, I mean, if you genuinely think this is not useless, I would love to hear about it, and you know, we can talk about it. Audience engagement is good, so yeah. Sorry, bad jokes. Next, Dark Dragon, CD7, cover HP as much as 2 times Dragon HP. I believe that's the Nidhogg effect. And then you have a Time Tunnel and also Dragon Trail. So I think this is good because I believe this 4th effect actually nullifies like the stuff that's like Mask Trail. It works the same as Enchanted Trail, I think, if you have this sort of effect going on. So yeah, that's good. And then, you know, obviously this 1st effect is good. Dark Dragon doesn't have anything like this. And yeah, so solidly 5 diamonds. Next, Earth God, CD7, recover HP when you activate it and at the end of the round. Basically the only use of this, like the +5 combo count, someone else can do that. Like I'm pretty sure there's like an Earth God or like an Earth or a God that can do that. So solidly 5 diamonds. Like recovering HP at the end of the round, it'll probably come in useful someday, honestly. Next is Light Demon, and has, you know, actually come up quite a bit in value compared to the rest of them. So CD7, explode all lock for recovery stones, and for 1 round, damage received will be converted to HP recovery. This is the exact same description as Honda the Light Human, and it's basically like a dodge. Like you can think of it as a dodge, or like even stronger than a dodge. Like, and Light Demon. Well, they're going for Dark Demon, but like Light. Well, Light has Honda obviously, but like I mean, there's no Light Demon, right? Like there is a demon, but it is a collab card. I don't believe many people have that at this point, so it's a good card, I think. Next is Floor something. I don't know. CD7, Light Machina, and then the main point here is that it can launch 30 extra attacks for each marketing wisdom dissolved in the first batch. It converts marketing wisdoms based on what attributes of marketers you have. And obviously, you know, most marketer teams generate marketing wisdoms anyway, so this is, you know, it's okay. It's 5 diamonds because marketers don't need this kind of like single card multi-hit kind of thing going on. It's because every single member already does multi-hit, like especially in Ultimate X, but even when you're not playing Ultimate X, like you're outputting like double, at least double. When you're at 100% fuel, at least double if not triple the amount of attacks that like a typical team would be outputting. Obviously it would still probably be helpful if you're facing like a multi-hit shield that is ridiculous, but yeah, you know, like marketers don't really need that type of thing, but you know, it's good to have in your back pocket. Next is Dark Marketer. Electrify the enemies, and that's kind of it. So like, we already have Medusa, that's why I put him like a little bit further down there. The reason why he isn't trash is that I don't believe there is a dark member that can electrify. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Honestly, I'm not like, I haven't looked it up. All right, but off the top of my head, I don't think there's a dark member that can electrify the enemy. So that's why it's not completely useless. And then Protagonist, the Saviors, which is basically just 5 extra cards, I guess. And then, you know, you can choose one of them with this new redemption coupon. I'm sure they'll roll out with the more redemption coupons later. You can choose one of them for now though, one attribute. Their skills are all basically the same. Add 3 rows, extend movement time to 20 seconds, and then runestones of its own attribute can be dissolved by aligning 2 or more, and then gives an attack boost. So this is basically just like a better version of the normal Protagonist. Minus, of course, I think like some unique team skills that nobody cares about. But yeah, you can only get one of them right now, so yeah. I've been slowly training up my Protagonist as well. I don't know. This one thing I don't know. Will the Dragon Wear work on these as well? Like, I'm not sure the Dragon Wear like does that much, but like, it would be kind of, you know, sad if the Dragon Wear doesn't work on these guys. Moving right along. 2 free-to-play cards. One is Hera, like God CD6. It is a attack boost. Each god launches an extra attack of its own attribute as much as 50% of its attack, so 1.5 times attack, and also, you know, useful for like long-term multi-hit shields. Deduct 1% of total HP for every step moved, so that will be an assault on your ear holes. Basically, it's like the same effect as like the Dark Elf card that I can't remember the name of, but like if you move and like it like plays an effect, yeah, that's gonna hurt your ears. You can deactivate it whenever you want. Upon deactivation, you deplete your own HP to 1 and explode all wisdoms to generate Quintet Enchanted. Sorry, no, not non-enchanted, only Quintet, which may be useful in some situations. Depleting your HP to 1 can be useful in situations, and this is an ultimate stage rather than some sort of like thing in the Void of the Realm, like I expected it to be, because she did appear in Void of the Realm, but oh well. Next also is the challenge stage. Charmy, the favored preppy. Let's not call it on that name. Water Human CD7 for 1 round. Human attack times 1.8, kind of a garbage multiplier. Water can be dissolved by aligning 2 or more of them in the first batch, and when team members of 3 or more attributes launch attacks in the round, the monster skill CD-6. Also has a team skill with Berkeley, the card that is currently on challenge missions. they get a stat boost and also a CD reduction. Now, I put this in like get one and a little bit higher. Like, it's just because you never know when like this kind of thing might come in handy. Although there are already water healing cards that can increase your stats. However, like you never know. I mean, like I say that, and even water human teams can't really put this card in because they won't have 3 attributes. They have 1 attribute, and that's water. Like, to be honest with you, I don't know what Madhead was thinking when they designed these 2 cards. Most of these cards, I think, are just pretty garbage. But I mean, just get one, right? You always get one, unless it's like really horrible. But yeah, that is that for this page. Other stuff to pay attention to is the returning ultimate stage of Vorvados, the Fire Demon. Very good card. You should get him. I don't know if I've made a video on him. Maybe I should, but people don't really like. I'm not the best person to watch her like videos because someone else has probably thought of a better thing, you know. Although, watch the other meme-filled video if you want. Because I spent too much time editing on it. But apart from like unique edits, I don't like genuinely. I feel like other people do better team compositions and like strategy than me. But yeah, other things to pay attention to are I don't think there's anything else. Well, there's this, which is of the other 50 draws that are coming. And then I don't believe there's anything else. No. Okay. Oh yeah, remember to log in for like everything here, you know. And yeah, apart from Barbados, that is that. That's it for this week's news review. If you disagree with the fact that I've put any of the cards in the trash tier, you can comment down below and tell me why I'm wrong, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. That's how the internet works, isn't it? If you like this in general, please subscribe. It helps me be motivated, I guess. And that's it for this week's news review. And I'll see you next week. See ya!